I just shipped an app on the 7th of July. I shipped my app, Relay Team Finder. It was an app that I started. I had to go back and look. I went file new project on February 14th, 2026, and released to the App Store July 7th.
Okay, so 5 months. So okay,
5 months. Yeah, 5 months to release the app, and it would have been a little sooner, but boy, app review for a new app, a 1.0, took a week and a half just to get reviewed.
Oh, wow.
Just to go into app review, it was a week and a half. And counting the weekend, which I feel like app review slows down on the weekend, but it still happens.
Maybe. I don't know.
Right?
Yeah, perception.
Perception. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, it was a long wait. Like, wow, what is going on? And I know that App Store submissions are huge, but when I submit like a point release to an existing app that I have, it seems like they do go into review pretty quickly and get reviewed like within a day. But a new app, it was a long process. It got rejected to go back to the age thing, not because it's a social network, but what the app does is it aligns runners with relay teams for relay races. And I had an option in there, or it wasn't an option, it was a requirement to put in your age, because some relay teams might want to group people by age. They say, like, we only want runners over 40 or under 20 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You might have a relay team that's made up by age, because teams will do that. So I had that as a text field in the app. Enter your age. Well, after waiting a week and a half for app review, it got quickly rejected because that was a requirement, and that is a privacy concern.
So what what was do you know what the actual rejection was?
It violates the...
I mean, I know you said privacy, but like what, do you know what of the App Store guidelines, where that would have
Let me just look that up.
I was just wondering, because I was thinking, well, maybe I was just wondering, like, does your team setup thing though also have a spot to put in minimum like age ranges or anything like that, or is that just something they could write in the text or something?
They could write it in the text, but you could on server side there's a filtering available, or there was filter by age. So the guideline that was cited was 5.1.1 legal privacy data storage, data collection and storage, and it says the app requires users to provide personal information that is not directly relevant to the app's core functionality, which you could maybe argue that, but...
Oh, no, it is actually under account sign. It says apps may not require users to enter personal information to function except when directly relevant to the core functionality of the app or required by law. So it seems like you could have made a case for...
Yeah, I suppose...
These running groups have age range limits, and so that's why we have an age thing.
Yeah,
and maybe you still could. You could maybe still come back.
You could fight that fight, or I could go down the age range. Are you this age? Are you? But I determined that it was not really that necessary, and so I just took it out. Just like, okay, never mind about age filtering, because I'm not gonna fight that battle. And quite frankly, if I can make it easier for people to sign up or to enter their information in. And the reason that this is entered in is so that other relays and teams can find runners for their team. Anyway, so that was the first rejection. But and then there was another one for I have in-app purchases. The app is free, going against Paul Hudson's advice, because the app does require, the more users on the app, the more useful it becomes. So I just wanted the least barrier of entry. The app is free, but I do have a tip jar in there, support the app, which I don't anticipate anybody using, or maybe, one or two, that would be nice. But it does cost me $20 a month to run the server on this. But, so I had a tip jar in there.
$20 a month?
That's the Heroku.
Wow.
Like a basic. I think you can go one lower tier than that, but there's no free tier on Heroku servers, which I'm okay with. Anyway, the in-app purchase got rejected because I didn't have a restore purchases option in there, but that was a fairly easy fix. But anyway, finally launched that, and it was great to get that out. I'm actually already, as of this recording, up to 1.2. I've made some changes just from dog fooding and really seeing how the app works. And it's gotten a couple of downloads with basically no effort.
And Relay Team Finder is the name of the app?
Relay Team Finder.
You can find that online at relayteamfinder.com?
No, you can find it on the App Store. Store, Relay Team
Yes,
Finder.
App Store.
I didn't make a website for it. I was trying to do a fairly, kind of just basic, get the app out there, see if there's any interest in it. I didn't register a domain. I have a privacy, policy or whatever you have to submit for that,
Right.
contact. But that's just links back to my other. It's actually the privacy policy. It's the same for the midst, which I do have a website. But anyway,
Gotcha.
That was kind of the big news from my end of what I've been working on. Finally got Relay Team Finder out there.
Wow. Well, so that's great. Any downloads yet? I know it's early.
Yeah, a couple. I think 4.
Nice. 4. Wow.
4. Yes.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, but again, I emailed Runner's World. I emailed a writer for Runner's World. Didn't get a reply. And then just some App Store optimization keywords. But I haven't done any. I haven't done any paid ads or anything. I'm just I just wanted to get it out there, and now I'm sort of going with how to market the app. Next, really, what I need is for my wife to do another relay run, and then I do have magnets for some promos. But
Pretty good
right,
looking
thanks.
magnets.
Yes, but anyway, no, I will be doing some more promotion. I want to email some more writers in running, running magazines, running publications, and see if I can get a little article written about it. That seems to be what I hear of marketing is if you can get an article written.
Seems like that might be a thing, huh?
Oh, it's a huge thing, but boy, getting it done. I've emailed I don't know how many people about the midst for my social network app, and I had nothing, just crickets. So it's tough. So maybe I'm not a good emailer, but
Maybe.
I'll keep trying.
All right. Well, do you have a book of the week to add? I know a few weeks ago you talked about Silicon Values and Invisible Rulers that I have yet to read, but they sounded interesting.
Yeah. Well, they're pretty They're pretty heady books.